Alright, what if I could tell you that you can win your significant other's weight worth of beer? Right? That'd be pretty amazing. Actually, this is a real result of winning the Finland's wife carrying competitions. So, as you could probably tell by the name, you're paired up in competitors, and you have to carry your significant other. You don't have to be married. That's part of the rules. On your back. There's many ways to do it, and it's a lot of fun, and actually comes out with more than just a good day in terms of consequences. So before I begin, I'm going to give you a quick outline. So first I'm going to tell you a little bit about the history and how this became an actual competition in the 1990s, how to play, and the meanings and effects that this competition gives. So to begin, the history. So this is all about Ronkainen, the robber, and his group of bandits. This is how this all came to be. This is in the around 1805, 1810. Basically, this group of bandits would go into a town, and this is where it gets tricky. There's actually according to BBC, there's 3 different reasons why this sport came about. So the first reason is that this robber and his group of bandits would come and take food and women on their backs and steal them, right? The second possibility is that these bandits, for them to get married, they actually had to steal someone's wife and for them to marry. And then the third reason is for these men to get strong and be able to actually steal from other villagers. They would carry giant sacks of flour on their back as strength training. Now, why do you think this is important? Well, it's interesting to think that someone that's a robber actually became famous, and in one of the countries where the criminal rate is so low, actually one of the lowest in the world. So now let's talk a little bit about the rules, like how to play, get you interested in it. So this is the rule is that this is a 265 meter race with 1 water obstacle and 2 land obstacles, right? So, and I'll show pictures of these later, but basically these obstacles are meant to be seen as challenges that the couple has to face. Your partner has to be over 17 years old, so 18 and up, adult age, and weigh more than 108 pounds. This is just to keep the playing levels similar. And there's an actual rule, it's enjoy yourself, because at the end of the day, it's a fun time where you're in the sun, everyone has their significant other, and there's stuff to do afterwards as well, which I will talk about later. These rules can be pulled up from the website. It's called wifecaring.org. No kidding. So the race. Let's talk some things you can expect. So from going from left to right, the left one is hay bales, and you have to hop over them. It's like a series. The middle one is the log jumping over. And then the water one, the last one, you're submerged in like a meter of water, and there's actually been a couple accidents where people just slip, fall, everything gets muddy. It's supposed to be a fun time, but I think the water one, seeing the girl almost with their head in, that's actually pretty funny. You might tell that they're not carrying the significant other in the ways that you would probably think, like firemen's carry piggyback ride. It's actually called the Estonian method. It's what the real competitors would use. And then this slide is going to be for extra tips from actually the 2018 UK champion. During his interview, his name is Chris Hempworth, if that reminds you of anyone. He said, number 1, don't drop your partner. He jokes about it, saying that not only do you lose 15 seconds, but you also get an earful. And I can imagine it also hurts. But there's extra prizes too. So extra prizes for best costume, extra prize for most entertaining, and the extra prize for the strongest carry. These come with also beer rewards. And then the aftermath, even if you don't win. Because at the end of the day, this competition is a race. Even if you don't win, several microbreweries and food trucks line up to serve the competitors. And it ends up being a really fun time. But more than just that, ABC actually had an article about wife carrying, saying it's part fun, part couples therapy. Because not only are you tasked to, you know, carry your partner, but you're also testing things like trust and, you know, and people have a fun time doing that. It's also a way to get out and do something different with your significant other. So that's the finished sport of wife carrying.